Merry Friday. It is Friday. I'm waiting for my owner operators that have hot shots or box trucks. Let's see, owner ops. Got my box trucks and my hot shot people. I'm gonna wait to talk to some of my hot shots and box trucks. You know somebody who has a hot shot or box truck, you should share this with them. Share the live. Like the live. Share the live. Get them to be a part of the conversation of where they can go in order to, get the best rates using the maps. The maps are meant to help you get the best rates. Okay, this is uploaded every week. The next download will be available next week. So this is this week. This is what our dispatchers were using this week in order to book freight for our clientele. This is what we use. This is what every dispatcher should use if they're running hot shots and box trucks throughout the United States. We just booked one truck this week, 7,000. $7,000 on a hot shot. One carrier this week. And the rate per mile really wasn't even that amazing. But they were just running around like crazy. The week kind of started kind of crazy, but they still did very good. Y'all want me to show y'all? Y'all want me to show y'all the 7,000? Y'all let me know in the comments if we can show you 7,000 for a hot shot. So make sure y'all can see it. We want to be able to show y'all certain things to make sure you understand. A lot of people don't think you can make $7,000 in a hot shot. And that's not going to be every week, right? But sometimes it does happen like that. Sometimes. Where my hot shot and box truck carriers at? I'm looking for you. Do y'all want me to show y'all 7,000 or not? Somebody let me know in the chat. Ooh, excuse me. Because I want to show you we got it separated too. We got like on little sevens. What's up, BJ? Okay, so got them right here, left or right. So this is this week. I think this week started on 21st. I don't know what day it is. I never really do. Going all the days, blah, blah. The last one is actually going to drop off on Monday on the 29th. 7,100. See that? And as I said, the rate per mile this week pretty sucks. It's kind of low than normal than what we usually produce. We usually run them over $2 a mile. But there was a couple of things that he had to do this week that kind of hindered into the rate per mile. But with $1.90, but even with that, as you can tell, based upon the map here, hot shot's only sitting at $1.66. So getting $1.90 is above the average, but I still like it to be over $2. But even with the $2, we have $7,100. Y'all see that, right? $7,100. You know we charge 10% for dispatching, right? So a 10% dispatch fee, how much did we make as a company? Somebody tell me. And this is this client's biggest week that he's had so far on gross. I think he's already at over 23,000, I think, already for the month. And he still has to run next week. I think he's at 22 or 23,000 for the month in a hot shot. All right. What's 10% of $7,100? Make sure y'all got it. Somebody let me know. 10% of 7,100. Come on, guys, like the live. Please tap the screen, share it with somebody that you know. I'm come here to want to talk to y'all about these hot shot rates and the freight traffic's map. Thank you so much, the kid, right? So I want to come talk to you about these rates because a lot of things are misconstrued that's going on the internet regarding rates and things that you can be done in a hot shot in a box truck. Thank you so much for the likes, family. Right? Appreciate the likes, the shares, all the love. Really appreciate it. So we have freight traffics. Okay, this is our technology we have as a company. If you have a hot shot or a box truck, or if you have a dispatcher and they don't have this, you're going in the wrong area. You're gonna get messed up. You gotta have this map. Okay, let me explain the map. We scrub the top 3 load boards in the United States and we compile all of the data to give you the best averages for every state in the United States. Okay. DAT does not do this for hot shots and box trucks. I'm gonna say it again. DAT does not have this. Thank you so much. If you don't have freight traffics, you don't know what you're doing running hot shots and box trucks. Okay? So, any questions so far? So I'm gonna go over the colors. The colors are referring to the rate per the state. Now, even if you go do DAT or some of these other things, they give you a whole region. And to me, that doesn't make any sense. I don't live in a region. I live in a state, and there's a city in a state. So I want to know what the state is doing so I can know should I go to the state or not. Okay? This is what the map is meant to do. So red is between $0 to $0 to $1.24. Red. Y'all got that? Somebody let me know in the chat if y'all got that. Just say yes. Red states $0 to $1.24. Okay, then I can pick a state and I can show you how it's animated. Okay, $0 to $1.24. Y'all got that? I want somebody to tell me before I move on, so that way we can get to the promised land together. Okay, thank you so much for the likes, family. Okay, $0 to $1.24. Yellow. Okay, thank you, BJ. Yellow is $1.25 to $1.84. Okay, $1.25 to $1.84. And the green is $1.85 and better. So you can see here between these two, the only ones that has green states is the hot shots. Y'all see that, right? Okay. So if the hot shots are the only one that has $1.85 and better, why does everybody and their mama think the box trucks are the way to go? I don't understand why people think that.
Damn near 8 hours to get unloaded because
right?
It's cartons.
I literally don't understand why people think that the box truck is the way to go, right? In general. Okay. So because of that, hot shot barely getting that $1.80. Yeah, man, hot shot's kind of rough right now, right? But I mean, if you get in these certain states, you have connection with brokers, you can actually do pretty well. That's how I just showed we make $7,000 for one of our carriers this week, and the rate per mile was lower than what it normally is. It was lower than what I like because I like all the hot shots to maintain over $2. But there's a couple of things that the client had to do with maintenance, so that moved us outside of our normal routine. But he finished at $1.70, well, $1.91, I think. Let me see. But he gonna put up 7,000 this week. Yeah. See, the rate per mile is $1.90. I don't like that. You know, one of the loads is good at $2.16, and then the other ones I really don't like it, right? But you know, it was good because he needed to go to the house for the weekend and then come back out, so he had to reroute him. So it was all right, but it's not what I really like it for it to be, honestly. You know, as a company, but it is what it is. Next week he'll do better because he usually averages over $2 a mile on a regular basis, right? But that you can still put up the big gross. Okay, so the whole point of this map, right, is that you would strategically run a certain plan of action. So for instance, we're in Texas, right? That's what he makes on gross. He has a CDL, yes. He has a 35-foot trailer, okay? Now, the key here is that when you click the map, it's gonna give you a rate for the state. So like this week, please understand, this is weekly. This changes every week. Next week, this might be 159. Like it changes drastically, right? Okay, so because of that, this week, Texas is $1.79. So if you live in Texas or you find yourself in Texas or Port Lord, no, it's not, family. So if you live in Texas and you get a load off the load board, the whole goal in general would be for you to now make sure that when you're negotiating with brokers, before you move your truck, don't move your truck out of the state of Texas for less than $1.79. So you take that same energy, God dog, you take that same energy and now you try to decide where you're going to go. So if you leave Texas, let's say for $1.80, then you come over here and go to one of the states that's green. This one's $1.93. If you leave here, now this is how you're going to keep the average high, right? So if the national average, like I showed you before, is $1.66, that's including the 48 states. Well, the goal for you to do is make sure you're running greater than that. So if I come here, if I'm starting in Texas, because that's where you live, boom, $1.79. Now I need to run to all the green states. $1.93, whatever it is. All right, that's on the green. Well, Michigan. Now I'm just clicking $1.90. So if I looked at, should I go to Michigan or should I go to Wisconsin? I'm going to be like, well, let me run up here because it's a better rate, right? Oh, let me get Illinois. Oh, let me Indiana, right? I'm not just going to go to a place that I'm just going because the whole point is I need to run for a certain amount of averages every single time. And so this will get people in trouble because they don't have stuff like this. And the low paying really good come to Kansas and then Kansas rates up. Going to Colorado, you go over there, $1.21 coming out. Then you might stay there for 3 days because there's no freight. Go to Idaho because you don't know nothing about Idaho. And this is what a lot of people do, right? Because without following the map, there's no way for you to stay above the national average. And then this hinders your money. Okay. So when people don't realize this, if you just were to get an extra 20 cents over whatever the national average is, that's a lot of money at the end of the week. Okay. Y'all want me to do the math for y'all to give you an example of that? Yes or no? I can do the math for y'all, show y'all just 20 cents is a whole lot of money. And people don't realize that. So every load that you run, it has to make sense and be purposeful so you can do it. Okay, cool. So let's say the national average is $1.66 and then you run 2,500 miles. Okay. $1.66 times 2,500 miles loaded is $41.50. That's how much money you make on gross. But let's say you do 20 cents. So $1.86 times 2,500, right? Now you made $46.50. You see what I'm saying? So you make $500 additionally by getting 20 cents extra every rate per mile. And this is why we make this for hot shots, box trucks, and for dispatchers. Because if you're a dispatcher, you better be using this map because it's also what we use to close carriers. Okay, that's how we use to close it. Y'all want me to explain that? Then tell me yes. But would that cover and make sense your cost per mile? You have to establish your cost per mile first before you worry about where you're running. That goes first. Okay, so the way we utilize this here when it comes to closing carriers is you got to give them a plan. So a prime example, let's say we a hot shot again, right? Let's say somebody live in Texas. We're going to keep using Texas, okay? And they say, I need $225 to move my truck. Does that say $225? Y'all tell me. Exactly, okay? So because it doesn't say that, then the first response is, hey, Rick, Bob, Steve, Lana, Sarah, whoever you are, the state of Texas right now have this technology that 99% of dispatchers don't have. And it tells me exactly right now Texas is at $1.79. Currently this week, don't forget that. Next week can be $1.88, right? So it's $1.79. So even through my negotiation, maybe I can get $1.90, maybe $2. But I'm telling you what the state is doing now. I know what you want, so give me a shot. But what we gotta do, we gotta get out of Texas. It's not my fault you live in Texas, right? But now my goal is to go position you in places like Illinois, $1.93, and you actually walk them through the map. Sorry, double click. Indiana, West Virginia, and you start telling them on the phone exactly what the states are doing. And I'm telling you, we teach people, if you go follow us, look up our track record, right? We teach people this hands-on. They get in our class and they'll have the same conversation I'm telling y'all with the owner operator on real time, and they always sign up. It's like a 90 percentile. They'll sign up because the whole point is you have a technology for my equipment type to make sure I get the best rates in the industry. Yes, because we're not going to places we should not go. Then once you get the brokers, right, that actually pay you decent, then you need to make a relationship with them to where now you begin to get working with them on a regular basis after you get freight. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, get the load, negotiate it, run it. If it pays good, when the load's over, hey, broker, thank you so much. What can I do to now make a relationship with you to get this every day, every week, every month, bi-weekly? Do I need to let you call you 3 days before the carrier is going to be in this state? What can I do for you and me to work together again? Because the best paying brokers are not on the load board anymore. If they are, they're hardly ever there. They might throw 5 or 6 loads on their load board a month because they have the relationships. It's up to you to go make the relationships. Okay? What type of equipment type do you have? Okay, that's the key. Do you understand the map? So again, over here in the corner, green, yellow, red, okay? Then you have to run it accordingly. There's no other way you could possibly do better at dispatching loads better than this. So y'all probably seen that video on my wall where my 12-year-old son, he's going to be 15 next month. He's been booking freight since he was 12. He comes in the office during the summertime and winter. He gets the codes for hot shots and box trucks, plug them into the load board. Where's the carrier at? The carrier's in Texas. Okay, cool. And he would sit on the load board using this map and can book freight. We have made booking freight so easy for hot shots and box trucks, but you have to have the map. Again, it changes. Any questions about the map? So my 12-year-old started booking freight at 12. People that are grown adults cannot dispatch to save their life. And it's because they're just going off of whatever they think or feel. You cannot be out here ignorantly trying to book freight when there's resources and tools that help you do it properly. It doesn't make any sense. It's like go outside and run down the street with no socks or shoes on and hope your feet don't get cut up and bleeding. It's the same thing people are doing. And this is only $35 a month. So it's not like $150 where it got to be something crazy. Okay, questions? Any questions y'all got about the map? But again, this for my hot shots and box trucks, right? We want to make sure they Gucci. And this is where I put most new dispatchers. That's what they need to dispatch for because they're easier to acquire and you can make good money. Easy to acquire and you can make good money off them. So I just showed y'all $7,000, right? $7,100, right? At 10%, that one carrier, we're going to make $710 in this 1 week. One truck, $700. This is why I tell people, freight dispatcher makes a whole bag of money if you go to the right people to teach you, you get the right resources, learn how to close, learn how to market, and you can make a bag of money. You can have 3 trucks making $1,000 a week. 3. You don't need 8. This depends on you. questions? Okay, my brother said, if I'm over the road, how often you keep my wheels rolling? We need to keep you rolling the whole time. The whole time. That's the whole point. Somebody 3 to 6 weeks, we don't need you sitting around for nothing. We want to make sure we maximize your 70-hour-week clock. So we want you to drop a load, go pick up another one. Drop a load, go pick up another one. That's the whole point. My team dispatches right about 48 trucks right now, I think it is, throughout the United States. So this is not something that we're just lackadaisically doing. We've been doing this since 2018. I started hiring people in 2021. Right now I have 7 dispatchers that specialize in all the different equipment types we run. So I think I have 2 more spots for box trucks, 2 more spots for high shots, and then like 2 more spots for big trucks. Then we're going to be full. And I'm looking to hire another dispatcher that's outside of Houston pretty soon, maybe sometime next month, because I'm doing some other stuff because I have a trucking business too. So even with that, I have a trucking business that has high shots, right? So B Logistics is my dispatch company. My trucking business is separate. So I'm telling you, my team uses this for my trucks if we don't have direct customers. And this is accurate. If there's brokers watching this, sometimes when I show this and everything, right, I have brokers come and they'll be like, man, that's accurate. People who actually put the freight out of here. They already know that because of the truck to load capacities different places in the United States. Okay. We got 6 more minutes left. Okay. I came here for a good time, not a long time. Okay. You have to go apply. It's on the website. You got to go to Indeed and apply. And we're going to pick the best candidates. So you can click the link in the bio. You can go to Indeed and apply. And there's probably like 7, 8 people we just looked at. Michael just booked the call. Booked the call for what, family? A little more advanced like that. Okay, I'm telling you right now, based upon what you put on your thing, this is not for a 10-minute call or how to organize everything on the computer. I mean, we can try, but 10 minutes. That I think what you want more is like an hour call, because number one, advanced, like we'd have to explain that. So I guess whenever I call you, will pick a question. I'll answer one of these questions, because neither one of these are quick to answer depending on you. Just so we know, since you're in the chat, because 10 minutes would be 10 minutes. Okay. Any other questions? I'm an owner op trying to move to dispatch. So you trying to dispatch yourself? Or you trying to have a dispatching company? Like you want to get out of the truck and you trying to dispatch, you have a dispatch company, or you want to self-dispatch? Yeah, because that's courses, mentorship. That's a whole lot of other stuff to give you the plan. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I did. I never drove the truck. I just had the truck in business, and then I started the third-party dispatch company. And that's what I did. And that's kind of how I made our course curriculum. The course after the course, I made the course curriculum kind of with both of those in mind, because that's how I recommend owner-operators to do, is learn how to dispatch, but also understand how to run a company. Because just because you can dispatch doesn't mean you can run a company. And people don't get that. That's why the failure rate is so high of people starting dispatch companies, because they don't know anything about business. They don't understand how to have structure, procedures, systems, marketing, branding, sales, how to close, when to close, hiring virtual assistants, back office. They don't understand how to do the company aspect. So that's why people fail so bad. And 99% of dispatch courses are just what you could basically look on YouTube and figure out, but they don't go over any of the business. And we don't do that at all. We go straight to advanced curriculum on ours. Okay, I got 2 more minutes. Any other questions I can answer for y'all? But yes, if you do have questions and you're shy, you don't say in the post, you can get on the calendar for 10 minutes and ask questions, like 1 or 2 questions, and then I got to let y'all go because it's only got 10 minutes. Or I can tell you where to go sign up, or what about our courses, or the next course, or hands-on, or if you need dispatching, we can send you to our dispatchers. If you need mentorship with me, sign up for mentorship. I coach, develop for scripts, cold calling, role playing, websites. We do all that stuff. Everything you think of, because you go to the website, click the link, you'll see we have over 100 items on the website. But the biggest thing I want to come to you today is I'm going to start probably coming live, hopefully almost every other day, talking about this. And it's just because like so many people that have hot shots and box trucks are failing like crazy right now. And because they're just out here doing whatever, not understanding how capacity works. This map is based upon capacity. You need to go places in the United States that are looking for your truck, but it goes up and down every single week. So if you're not studying this every week and then having a game plan every week, you're going to get caught up. It's very simple, but people are undisciplined. Undisciplined person cannot have a business at all. They're going to fail 6 months. Easy. Okay. One last question. I'm going to let y'all make it because it's almost 2:30. One last question. What y'all got? Appreciate the likes at 1,500 likes. I really appreciate it. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Go sign up subscribe on YouTube. I think we're at like 13 subscribers away between me giving out a free course. 13 subscribers away to get us to 500. I'm going to give out a free course or a free 1-hour mentoring. Whenever I reach out to the person, they get to choose what they want. So go click the link in the bio, subscribe to YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Free course or 1-hour free mentoring. It can be my business, owner-operator business, trucking business, how to have a freight dispatch company. Again, we dispatch almost 50 trucks in the United States, or just business as a basic element, because I also do real estate and I have a landscaping business. So we can talk about just business in general. Okay. Any questions? One last question somebody got. Shoot your shot. No? Okay, well, grace and peace to y'all. Y'all be good, be safe.